Um, So, hello everyone. Hello, hello. Happy Hump Day. Happy Wednesday. How's everyone doing? Thank you for joining. Let's see how many people we have in here. Let me see if I can tag some folks. Welcome, welcome. How are you? Welcome to the Runway for Entrepreneurs. As you guys know, that once upon a time we were doing Tea Time with Tina and bringing on entrepreneurs, but we are trying something different, right? And so thank you for joining. Please share and invite. I am excited for our special guest that's coming on this evening. I can't wait to share my special guest. Share, please. Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? And so, what we're going to do is I'm going to go to commercial real quick. And then that way, that'll give me a moment to bring in our special guest on the scene, on the runway. Right, right. I love that runway for entrepreneurs. So, we're going to take a 30-second break and then we're going to come on back. We're going to do some introductories, and you guys are going to learn some new stuff from our special guests. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. Voila! Hey, beautiful ladies.
Hello. How
Oh
you
my
doing?
goodness. How are you guys doing?
Doing well. How about yourself?
Hey, I'm doing wonderful. Thank you. I want to thank you guys. First of all, let's just start off by saying thank you for your yes. Thank you for showing up. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. This means so much to me.
Thank
And
you. Thank you.
yes. And so we're going to go ahead on and get started because we're going to be respectful of everyone's time, right? And
Yes.
so I'm going to start off by introducing myself. For those who don't know me, I am Tina Hunter, the CEO of Motivate and Empower, where I serve and support female entrepreneurs. Okay. And so I have this platform here. The Runway for Entrepreneurs is brand new. So I'm excited to have these beautiful ladies here joining me on the first night for something new, the grand view and everything like that, right? So thank you, ladies.
Thank
And what
you.
I'm
You're welcome.
yes. And so what I'm gonna do is go ahead on and turn it over to Miss Allison Daniels and let her introduce herself. And then we'll go to our second guest and then we'll move on into the interview.
Wow. Awesome. Listen, thank you so much for having me. And I am so glad for your grand opening. Woohoo!
Right?
Yes, kudos to you. It's a new year.
It
Listen,
is.
yes, yes, new things.
Yeah.
So, again,
And the,
my name is, yes, thank you. My name is Allison G. Daniels. I am a award-winning four-time best-selling author
woo, woo, woo.
of over 31 plus books. I am the visionary author of a new book that's getting ready to come out, but actually it's the second edition. And I am a CEO of AGD Publishing Company, where we
Woo.
turn, yes, where we turn writers into successful authors one book at a time. And let me not leave out that I am also a mother of two queens, and I have been married now to my precious husband Earl for over 19 years. So God's been good. God's been good.
Hey, I
Yes,
hear you.
licensed minister and book writing coach. So I wear a lot of hats, but I am so happy what
Yeah.
God is doing, and as well as a two-time podcast host. So I do a lot, but God has given me his strength to press on. So I thank you so much for having me here.
Yes, most definitely. And Miss Tonya Barbee.
Hello, I am so happy to be here, Miss Tina Hunter, CEO Motivate and Empower. Well, I am Tonya Barbee, and I am the founder of I Am Still a Rose, where we empower and inspire women to move beyond their pain, their issues, anything that has affected them from being that best, beautiful rose that God has intended for them to be. I am also an author, not of 30 plus books, though.
Right. Hey, Tonya, we didn't know what we were going up against when we did that collaboration.
I'll never forget that. You remember that day when she came in the room and we were like, whoa. But I have my books are about my life. And the goal was to share my pain. I'm Still a Rose was the best one, where it talks about all of the pain and it has helped others with theirs. And that has been my key focus, to help women through whatever they're going through. So my company has been founded to do just that. So I'm having these events. We're having one Saturday, Be the Rose. I'm so excited because it's in the virtual realm and it's going to be different than what we've had in the previous year. But I'm really excited about that because the goal is to help each other grow, help each other move forward. So I am really excited about having both of you, and baby girl Gabby is on here too.
Yes.
Hey, Gabby. So
Gabby.
I'm just excited. I'm excited to be here. I'm also coaching women, and I'm also doing a course, Be the Rose, Not the Thorn, to help women do whatever they need to do to move. Just move. Just take that one step.
Yes.
I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for having me, Tina.
Yeah, most definitely. And the purpose of this platform is for just what it is, platform and to celebrate each other and talk about our businesses. And you don't have to pay $1,000 or $1,000,000 to do so, right? And so it's just nice that we come together as sisters, as business owners, as go-getters, and as winners, and our highs and our low. Not only because we're going to be authentic, not always when it's up, when we having those ups. We come together when we having those, in the middle and down below too, right?
Yes.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
It's about strengthening and bonding and connecting and helping each other, edifying.
Yeah. Supporting
Each other. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so I thought about it. I said, well, why not go with Runway for entrepreneurs? Because, walking the runway, I thought about, because you guys know fashion is my background. I love fashion. And so it's just like you get on the runway with your business and you go, you stumble, and you guys know I have the brand of High Heel Hustler that's, getting ready to come out. And so you on the runway, it's so cute. You on the runway with this business, and trying to figure it out.
Right.
You like, oh boy, I'm
You fall in them heels and you get back up.
Get right back
up. Okay. Right. You lose balance, but guess what?
Right.
Gather yourself, get yourself together, brush yourself off, whatever your bruised knee, and you get back up, and we try it again. And that's what success is all about. Because for me, if I hadn't have made the mistakes that I've made in the past, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. Right?
Exactly.
Successful, not only in entrepreneurship, but just in life in general, a successful, marriage and relationships, and our full-time career, we go through and we learn from those go-throughs, right? And so, Yeah,
Yes.
seriously, we
Yes.
go through those. I mean, we learn from those. And
Yes.
so the platform also is for, just being able to, I think it's so important when we make connections because a lot of times, just because we're on social media, that doesn't mean that everybody knows. Tonya, right? And
Mm-hmm.
not everyone knows Allison. And
Right.
so when we can, a lot of times, I know they say the best way to help a friend is to share, like, click, whatever you do on social media. I'm not the best queen for that, okay?
Right.
Because I don't spend that much time on social media. I try to get on, do whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of cringe. And so, for those that are on a lot,
Mm-hmm.
heavily, hey, kudos to those people that can share and do all that extra stuff.
Right.
But this is my way of giving back,
Mm-hmm.
to the community and helping those that are not in business because I think a lot of times when we see it raw, that, hey, I remember when this person was just doing, Facebook Lives or not even Facebook Lives, they were just posting. And then I
Mm-hmm.
saw them, maybe do a live once or twice. And then it turned into doing a live every day or consistently every Wednesday or every Tuesday or what have you, right? And so
Mm-hmm.
then that person start peeking in. Oh, what is it that they're doing?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the way we can, a great way platform that we
Mm-hmm.
all can, influence others that are not
Yeah.
doing what it is that we're doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then also, it's a great way to provide a service because that's what
Yes.
we're in business for. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? And so it's a win-win on both
Yes.
ends, right? And
Right.
so so we're gonna start with Allison. Allison, so for those of you that don't know, we all three of us we did a collaboration, a book
Huh?
anthology together, sharing our prayers. Wow, that was the first for me. It couldn't have come at a better time. My mom, I was going through with my mom.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Exactly. Mine is over on the sofa. Thank you, Tonya. Exactly. And so that was the best experience for me, just it's almost like journaling. And I was, that just mentally helped me go through what I need, what I was going through in my mom
Mm-hmm.
transitioning. And so I did not know that we were up, against somebody so mighty with, all this experience in writing books and you know what I'm saying? And so you would, the thing is, I'm like, so she wrote 30 some books and doing an anthology, but everybody have their own
Mm-hmm.
reasons for doing things, right? And so Allison, what is it? What was the drive for you to of you doing that, 30 some books? And not only the drive of doing, where you a lot of times sometimes we write because we're going through,
Mm-hmm.
or we realize that this is my passion and this is what I'm going to do. Did you know this was your passion, that this was going to lead you to where you're at today?
Well, let me say, no, I didn't. But as a young girl, I've been writing for a long time. And so what I did was, I don't want to say to keep me out of trouble, but I just kind of stayed home and just did a lot of journaling, a lot of writing. I saw my mom and dad and grandmother and aunt sit at the table and they were always writing. So I guess I took that form on. And then as time went on, one of the things I did was I said, I want to leave a legacy for my children. At that time, I didn't have any children, but I
Mm-hmm.
knew that I wanted to leave a legacy. So what I
Mm-hmm.
did was I made up my mind that every year I was going to write a book. And so that's what I did. But the thing about it is, as I'm writing it and putting it together and, thinking I'm doing everything, I still didn't know how to move the book past me putting it together and publishing it. So no one really kind of, I want to say, took that time. It was like you were saying, you got to pay somebody for this, pay someone for that. So I started really, really training myself on how to get a book published, what I need to do, what are the key components to getting a book done. And another thing is, I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to make sure that, any author that needed help, I was not going to allow them to not know how to do it because I didn't learn. No one took the time to really help me. I had
Mm-hmm.
people that tried to piece it together. Thank God
Yes.
for those. That's why in 1996, my first book, 1995, my first book came out, Yearning for Love.
Mm-hmm.
And so a young man, one of my co-workers, he helped me with that years ago. And but that's as far as it went. So I wanted to try and constantly learn as much as I could and then open up platforms for other authors to be able
Mm-hmm.
to, take
Yes.
my class, 30-day, what is it, 30-day Write to Finish book writing class, which helps
Yes.
you write your book,
Mhm.
which helps you write a chapter. Maybe you don't have enough content. You only have
Right.
enough for a chapter. So I'll
Right.
help you do that. And then I created the platform, my podcast, authors, what is it called?
Mm-hmm.
Authors Chat with Allison.
Uh-huh.
And that was so that authors could come on and have a platform to be able to talk about their story. And then I have another podcast, The Authors Lab, and that's bringing on experts. So you should never be lost when it comes to publishing, because one of my goals is to make sure that you learn it as you go along.
That's wonderful.
So, mhm.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Mhm.
That is awesome. So how do you do it? How do you maintain, you know, everything that you you have lined up,
All the hats.
you
Um,
know? Yeah.
yeah, I would say, well, first of all, God. And I think I mentioned I'm a licensed minister, but before that, I've always had that God center because of my parents. But one of the
Mm-hmm.
things I make sure that I do is I get up early in the morning and I seek God for his wisdom and his strength, because there's no way I could do all that I do in 24 hours. And
Yes.
still I work a 9 to 5.
Mhm.
So I have to have a solid foundation on which I stand on and which, I believe. So that's how I am able to, balance everything out. And you're talking about having a 30-year-old and a 16-year-old, and then I'm married, and then I'm the caregiver to my parents. So that's a lot of hats all by
That's
itself. And then there's Allison.
woo!
A lot.
That's a lot. Seriously.
So I have to really stay focused on the word of God and allow God to,
Yes.
if he doesn't tell me to be on a platform and if he doesn't tell me to be on an anthology, if he just says no, that's it. He doesn't have to put a whole lot of messages together or send confirmations. I already know it's no. So
Mm-hmm.
I really
Mm-hmm.
try to stay close and connected to God in order for me to feel the assignment that he has placed on my life.
Mm-hmm. I love
Yeah.
it. I love
Yes.
it. And so, Tonya, really quick, um, I mean, the rose, I have a magnet. So every morning I look,
Mhm.
when I'm in the kitchen and I see your magnet. Yeah, I have a magnet from, I don't know where it's an actual magnet. I think it says, Be the Rose is white.
I'm still a Rose. You
I'm
got
still,
that from being on the radio show with me. I think that was a
yes.
Ah,
So that's on my fridge. So every morning, I'm still a rose and I'm like, oh, it's there. It's a reminder.
mhm.
Just out the
Yes.
clear blues that my eyes are, at the right time. I say, okay, yes, I'm still
exactly
a
right.
rose.
That's
So that's
excellent.
powerful. And
Yeah.
I see your passion,
Yeah.
for the women, for the platform that you have and making sure that folks are okay and understanding, you know, you don't want to see people broken, and, you know, if they are broken, you know, let me find resources for you. Here's my, you know, program that I have. Here is, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you're right there at every second trying to catch every angle of someone that's going through and you know, part of what you've been through. So, you know, you feel the pain. I remember you saying a lot of times you feel that individual's pain. You actually can feel the pain. And that's because you're totally 110% invested, right? You
Yes.
truly believe in what it is that you're doing.
Mhm.
And so, and I think that's wonderful. You
Thank
know, you are truly invested. And so, Tonya, you have your event, Be
Yes,
the Rose. Yes,
it is
coming up.
coming up Saturday.
It's coming up Saturday. And so,
Saturday. We've been
I
planning
mean,
this for 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, 4 months.
wow.
It is
Yeah,
coming up Saturday.
yeah. It's here. So,
Yes.
I mean, that's amazing. So, how do you feel?
I feel anxious. I feel elated. I feel happy. I feel blessed. I feel honored. And I'm also feeling nervous because I
Uh-huh.
got boxes to deliver to people.
Oh, okay.
And deliver to people. Thank God for a car. And
Right.
um, I'm just they're still coming in, and just got to
Uh,
make sure everything is, you know, working.
yeah.
But I
Yeah.
am just so grateful that women are showing up. They
Mm-hmm.
they
Yeah.
want to see what we have to give them, and
Yes.
God is all in it because
Mm-hmm.
I'm waking up
He
at 2
is.
a.m. with this and that, and it's not me. I mean, I'm getting up with it in my head, which came from Him because I go to bed and pray to Him, and I'm just so blessed at how everything is unfolding, just
Yeah.
coming, just coming out. And
Yes.
I started this, Tina. I started Be the Rose because of what you just described. Women are hurting. I remember when I hurt. I remember when I got married 4 different times. 4 different
Mm-hmm.
times.
Yeah.
For love in all the wrong places. Saying I do when you know you should have said I don't.
Right.
And I
Probably
said
should have ran.
should have run. Should have run back. Doing the running man.
Run the one runway.
But but the goodness in that is I have 4 beautiful, successful children.
Yes.
My baby boy is 15.
Yes.
His father married me when he had another wife.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I could have collapsed because I had a nervous breakdown before.
Mm-hmm.
He said,
Mm-hmm.
let me do this again. Because
Mm-hmm.
the adversary will tell you, girl, go on and show out, go on and kill yourself, go on and do this, go on.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And you have to have God in your life to have that balance.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Mm-hmm.
as a result of having God in my life, I didn't have another nervous breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I got this for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of holding it in out of embarrassment, because I was there too, I just started talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
My girlfriends was dying laughing at the stories that I told them, and they said write a book about it. So I did that. I wrote the book. I wrote the book. I
Yes.
am still a rose. So then I turned around and branded the company I Am Still a Rose.
Mm-hmm.
Because so many women listened to my story and they said, wow, that happened to me, or
Yeah.
almost happened to me, or thanks to you, it's not going to happen to me. And that is my goal, to help women who have either gone through it and decided to give up,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and those that are going through it and don't know where to turn. And
Right. Yeah.
that has been my target audience.
Yes.
And I'm just here to tell you, I wake up to a new text. I wake up to a new email. And I just say, God, now, wait a minute now. Wait. I asked for this, but remember now, I'm only one person now. But everything is, I got a team. I know who I can call. I'm
That's
looking at
fine.
two of them right here. And I'm just blessed. And he does not put on more on us than we can bear.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
know. So with that, that is what I plan to do for the rest of my time on earth. And it is important to me because I was broken with a nervous breakdown and nobody to turn to.
Wow.
And I
Yeah.
said, wow,
Mm-hmm.
where are the people at? Where my friends at? Where my parents at? Daddy said, girl, ain't nobody in our family been crazy. You're gonna have to come out of that crazy house.
Mm.
And I did. But then after that, I said, you got to get help so that you won't go back there again.
Exactly.
With
Yes.
that, I just said, it's time. It is time to grow. And I said, you got to go through it to get to it. So all that mess got me where I am today.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
I'm blessed as a result of that. And I'm determined to help women not stay stuck. And guess what?
Mm.
It didn't stop with the women. The men are texting me, "Hey, you always taking up for the women. What about the man?
Come
She
on.
left me with the kids.
Come on.
She was cheating on me."
Right.
So now that's how Black Rose came about.
Yeah,
Yes.
because men get abused,
Men get
men get cheated on,
That's
men.
exactly right. Men
That
get
did it.
abandoned. Men get all of that. So I am now working with both. And I'm getting men in because I am not a man. And
Mm-hmm.
I so by no means. So I am working with men to get ready to push that out there. And I just
Yes.
sit in the background, but it's my company, also
Mm-hmm.
trademark,
Yes.
the Black Rose, and that is specifically for men.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really doing this thing because we are hurting, we're broken, and I've had 2 daughters that have gone through some challenges. First thing mama said was, "Didn't y'all read my book? Didn't y'all go with me all them places, and didn't you hear what I said?
They
How
missed that
could
page. They missed that page.
but
Missed that chapter.
I've lost friends from saying that. So I had to take that out of my whole vocabulary
Mm-hmm.
and just be there.
Yes.
Now I
Yes.
be saying it in my head. I can't believe that we here again. And they went through the bigamy. A friend that went through bigamy after hearing my story every week. So I'm just I just said I gotta do something. I gotta help out. That is my ministry. And I'm just so honored about it. I really am. But it's amazing what we can do in our brokenness.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
We don't think about just ourselves.
exactly. Exactly.
And we
Exactly.
bless for it, and then you move out of it. But my goal is to help women not stay in it. Just
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
at the world, the angry Black woman,
Yeah.
white woman, angry everybody because somebody walked out on you, somebody
Mm-hmm.
didn't pay child support. It's gonna work out. I'm here to
Mm-hmm.
tell you it will work out. And
Yeah.
run, that door was supposed to close anyway, because it wasn't supposed to be a door you went in to begin with.
Exactly.
It wasn't your door. It's somebody else's door, not yours.
Exactly.
And I'm just going in a 1, 2, 3, 4. They weren't my doors. But God blessed me with these beautiful children. So I'm grateful for that. But life does go on. And that's
Yes.
what I want to share with other ladies and now men too. So I feel
I
good.
love it. I
Yes.
love it. I
Yeah.
love it. And the thing about it, I'm glad that you mentioned about the men as well, because
Mm-hmm.
I was just telling Gabby that we need more, I think like for our men, it's
Yeah.
like you
Yes.
always hear the empowerment for women.
Women.
And
Mm-hmm.
so, we need folks to step up and, take, lead the way for our men as well. You know
It's
what I'm saying?
coming.
It's so
It,
needed.
it is coming. My own daughter, 32, Jessica, she says, Mommy, we got Derek Jackson for the women. And he's always talking about men doing this, men doing that. Why can't he talk to the men and tell them not to do that?
Come on, right on point.
So
Right. Yeah.
so after George Floyd's demise,
Mm-hmm.
I said, I gotta do something. Because she's
Mm-hmm.
confirming to me
Mm-hmm.
that I can't sit back because the guys just text me, fussing at me, telling me, "Oh, you talking about the women?" But let
Right.
me tell you what I've been
Right.
through.
I
So,
don't blame
so I put that together, and
them.
that's how Black Rose came about. That's how the statement came about, and the statement will make you cry. The statement is so powerful. It's
Mm-hmm.
to them, and
Mm-hmm.
if you see on social media, my son is just selling the brand. The black men are just buying it. And
Mm-hmm.
I thought the old heads, my age group, wanted the little black rose. They wanted the big black rose right here. And I'm like, wow, I would not have.
Girl, they don't want nothing little. What you talking about? They want to.
I see that. So I had to do some homework and realize
Uh-huh.
I got it all twisted. But I am so proud
It's
of these men, and DC is just wearing it. Um,
Yes.
I am just so excited about inspirational products.
right.
You said
Mm-hmm.
the rose. You open up your refrigerator and you see, before you get to it, you see that rose to
Yeah.
remind you we can blossom even in the midst of the mess.
Yes.
We
Yes.
can
Yeah.
blossom.
Yes, we
I mean,
can.
I had a big bald spot right in the middle of my head from the stress,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't stop. I
Exactly.
thing at work where coworkers had to, because we were sponsoring the families coming in from all over the country, world, mind you, and
Mm-hmm.
I saw families coming in that I had to greet and support and sponsor, and my marriage had just broken up. But it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
never a marriage because he was married to somebody else for 8 years. I was married to somebody who was married to somebody else.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I just said, drama queen gonna fall out right here and have a little nervous breakdown, but it didn't happen.
Right.
I thought it should happen.
Right. But
I'm like, what are you doing, God? You know this is the scene where I pass out and want to give up, don't want to do nothing. But he's like,
that's not what he had in store.
yes, yes. So I had to learn that.
Yeah.
I want to help women learn that. It's not
Yes.
the end of the world.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Mm-mm.
We can get through everything that is placed before us if we don't
Mm-hmm.
give up. If we
Mm-hmm.
don't give up.
Exactly. Cynthia said God made you stronger than that.
And that.
Hey, Cynthia. Hey there.
Mhm.
Ooh, got me all my jewelry. I should have had some today, but I had to rush in being at the football practice with my son, but I can't wait to show them off. I'm going to be jewelried up.
I know you're gonna double layer.
That's right. Double layers.
I know that's right, sis. You're gonna be looking pretty.
We're going to be looking dirty.
Okay. Eric is on here. Thank you, Eric, for tuning in
Yeah.
Thank
and
you. Thank you.
yeah, commenting and everything.
You.
Yes. And so what does it look like, Allison, for one to work with you? What does that
Um,
look like? If
as far as what they need to do or how
yes,
they.
so one, is it like new on I'm sorry, authors, um, you know, inspiring authors? What does that look like? What do you normally get, come to you? How do they approach you?
So normally, they're either beginning authors, they've never written before, or they're intermediate authors, or they're seasoned authors,
Mhm.
but they have never published a book. They
Mhm.
haven't, they've written some things down, but they just don't know how to get started. So
Mhm.
with the 30-day Write to Finish book writing program, so I take you from publishing from pen to publishing. So everything that you're putting together, by the time you finish with the class, you should be ready to go into publishing, or at
Mm-hmm.
least you should have 2 to 3 chapters ready if
Mm-hmm.
you follow the way that I'm teaching you. And I've
Mm-hmm.
had at least 5 authors, well, I've published 4 authors, but I've had 4 to 5 participants come
Okay.
out of that class, and they actually have published their own books, or had,
Mm-hmm.
maybe someone else published. I'm not really sure, but
Right.
they've had their book published. I have one
Mm-hmm.
participant, her book comes out on March the 1st.
Okay.
And then I've had authors come out of it, and they actually have their own podcast. So it doesn't matter where you are, as long as you start somewhere. So I try to tell people, don't
Yeah.
just throw the papers away. Everything that you've written down, start typing them up, and
Mm-hmm.
let me see it. Because what may look like trash to you, when
Woo!
I look at it from a visionary standpoint, from God's standpoint, it
Yes.
means something.
Yeah.
And I
Yes.
can help you form that outline. I can help you get that chapter together. And so that's my gift. That's my passion,
Woo.
is to turn writers into successful authors. And I always say it, one book at a time,
Yeah.
because sometimes we want to rush and get a book out, but we have to realize that our book is our brand. Our book is our business.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes.
take your time and get
Yeah.
it properly done, get it properly edited. So that
Yes.
way, when it goes out, you don't have to say, oh my God, can you pull it back? Oh my God, this has a mistake in it. Take your time.
Yeah.
So that
Yes.
class, I've been doing this class now for 3 years.
Okay.
And the next class is on March the 8th.
March
And
the 8th.
March the 8th coming
Oh,
up.
okay.
And it's 30 days. And when I say 30 days, it's if you think about it, taking a college course, you
Mm-hmm.
don't see the professor the whole 30 days. You see the professor one day out of the week. So my
Mm-hmm.
one day is Monday from 7
Mm-hmm.
to 8 p.m. So
Okay.
it's a awesome program, and I say awesome, because it's mine. But I have a lot of testimonies that the different authors that have come by, and the ones that have participated, even if they didn't finish their book, I still follow up with them,
Mm-hmm.
because my goal is not to take your money, and
Right.
then after the class is over with, you don't hear from me again. My goal
Woo.
is that
Right.
you write your story, because you have a right to write your story, and
Right.
you have a right to tell your story the way you want it to be told. So my
Yeah.
goal is to make sure that you get it done. Even if
Powerful.
you just finish a chapter, to be in an anthology, share your story from your point of view. Don't allow someone else to tell your story of where you survived. You were the one that survived it. How can someone
Mm-hmm.
else tell your story the way
Mm-hmm.
you can tell it? No one
Uh-huh.
can. No one
As
can.
I love that. I love that, Allison. And it sounds like, although if someone pays, for your services, and like you said, you have some that have come through and didn't finish. But
Yes.
guess what? They gained a lot though. And
Yes.
and I can guarantee you eventually they're going to pick that back up and run with it.
Yes.
Because they've gained some type of confidence. You've instilled, you know what I'm saying? Because
Uh-huh.
sometimes that's all we need is a little caboose. Just
Yes.
give me a little, you know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
me as a accountability partner, a lot of times what I've noticed, it don't take for me to work with you 6 months.
Mm-mm.
It might be a week, and I might hit that spot right there. And then
Yes.
you flying, your wings are flapping.
Yeah.
You're good to go, right?
Yes.
And so,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like Gabby said, just a little push. Sometimes
That's it.
people just need that. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And so, wow, I think that is so great. So for those of you that are out here, and if you're looking, to write your own book, and I've always had the vision of, I did not know it was going to be an anthology, but 10, 12 years ago, always, God gave me the vision to do a book. I didn't know how, but
Yes.
I didn't know how it was going to come about. I just asked my coworker, "Do you mind me putting your story in my book. I didn't know. So being a visionary, you know, it's like it's a blessing because so many people are holding on to their stories.
Yes.
That's right.
And so many people are holding on to pain. It's so hard to release pain. It's
Yes.
so hard.
Yes.
It's so hard. We have the collaboration that's coming out. Unfortunately, we were looking at December. A few things took place, and so we had to shift. And so I was just being obedient to God. Okay.
Yes.
And thank goodness, because you hit it on the nose about editing and all of this. Okay. I ended up in the wrong hands. And they got
Yes.
over on me. And that's okay. Lesson
For
learned.
this
And
season, not next season.
you hear me? Okay. Bingo, there we go. You know, and so I think for people like myself, like for you, you actually have a company and the publishing company, and you could take that person, boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
That's what you do. And so I find that to be so powerful because
You.
you're standing in the gap for real, for real. You're
Yes.
standing in the gap,
Yes.
Minister
Yes.
Allison Daniels.
And she's honest. She's an honest publisher.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Not
Exactly.
gonna
Because,
take their money and run. You know,
yeah,
take their money and not do a great job, or take
right.
money and not do what they promised. She's
Exactly.
on it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I
Thank
like
you.
the point that you made of follow up, right?
Yes.
Because we do so much business with so many people out here. And
Mm-hmm.
some folks don't even, once they get your cha-ching, your coins, baby, they don't even look back.
Right.
Bye. I
Mm-hmm.
got, you know, and
Yeah.
and and for that piece right there, people forget because may end up doing business with them again.
Yes.
So you always want to show your appreciation to that individual, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I love the fact of if it's nothing but an email, just
Yes.
saying hello or happy
Mm-hmm.
holidays, right?
Happy birthday.
Happy
This is
whatever.
your 1 year
Right.
anniversary.
That's, yeah.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. And so, Allison, be sure to put your contact information so folks can, reach out to you, a
Okay.
link to your website, and, just all your contact information. Okay.
Okay.
And
Sounds good.
for those of you that are out there, if this service is not for you, that's fine. But guess
Mm-hmm.
what? If you know somebody that's interested or may, need Allison's services,
Yes.
share her link, her website information. And so, let that person go on and be happy and figure out, work with Allison and figure out what it is that they really want to do in that area. And so, Tonya, with the event, Tonya, um, coming up on Saturday, what is your expectations of the outcome? What is it that you want to see, take place with this event that's coming up?
Well, for starters, every woman that has already got a package, a rose package,
Yes.
has either called me with tears, called me with excitement,
Mm-hmm.
or called me saying it was just what they needed because their spirit was so broken because of something that happened at work, something that didn't happen on Zoom, something that happened with a spouse. And then they opened up this package. And
Mm-hmm.
that is how I want to run every event that I do. When
Yes.
they show up,
Mhm.
they leave happier, more rejuvenated, more ready to conquer whatever it is that is challenging them.
Mm-hmm.
That is just my motive,
Mm-hmm.
my objective. And that is my goal, to make sure every time when these women show up,
Yes.
that we
Mm-hmm.
that we give them, thanks be to God, that
Yes.
we
Yes.
give them exactly what they came there to get. And
Exactly.
several different words. When we sent out the email, we had several different expectations:
Mm-hmm.
unity, love, togetherness, be on one accord. These are the words that came back to us. They're about your daughter, Allison. Allison's daughter is an event planner too, uh,
Mm-hmm.
a virtual assistant.
Virtual assistant. Yeah. Yeah.
And Zoom manager, and she is collecting these words. And when I started seeing them come on, because it was Reverend Amantha Barbee, my cousin, who
Mm-hmm.
suggested it, and
Yes.
the words are coming. They're not coming. The people not reading their email, which is what I always worry about in a virtual. How are you going to get the link if you don't read your email?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
we all go through that, even at work when we're getting ready to go log on. Well, where's the email at? I don't see the link. I
Exactly.
don't see the link. Woo! No, if you read the email, you would have had the link. But that is my growing pain right there. How we
Yeah.
gonna make sure, because we put everything out there to make sure everybody is synced into us. So all we have to do is send those links out. But
Yes.
I know those that show up are gonna leave better than how they came, because the objective is to blossom, to
You're
be
right.
the
Exactly.
rose,
Yes.
not the dead flower, the rose.
Exactly.
So I know with the ladies that we have presenting,
Mm-hmm.
that it is going to be powerful.
Yes.
It is definitely going to be powerful, and the roses will have a few more petals. They're going to be the sun is going to shine on them, and
Yes.
that is so important. I never understood people in service industry, and you walk up to them and they
Exactly.
go in the back room and chill, count to
Yes.
10, go take a
Start
walk,
over.
because you don't know
Yeah. Start
who
over.
is coming in.
Mhm.
You don't
Exactly.
know what her husband did to her, what his
Yes.
wife did to him, what
Yeah.
the girlfriend, what the kid was called by his own mother. You
Mm-hmm.
don't know what people are going through. So show up with a
Yes.
smile.
Yeah.
Even if
That's
you
true.
messed up. And if you're messed up, go in the back room, pray,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
get yourself
Mm-hmm.
together, and then come back out there.
Right.
That's true.
We, we
Mm-hmm.
need people to understand we're in a bad place right now. And
Hmm.
everybody needs to show up better than they had showed up.
Hmm. Hmm.
We just
I
need to
agree.
we just
I
need
agree.
So that is my goal, for them to come in one way and leave
Hmm.
another way.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what's up. You guys have been so awesome. It's been a wonderful 45 minutes. Thank you so much for sharing your
You
information and being bold and, saying yes, to my calling. And we're close knitted. So I'm hoping you guys will come back and visit, as much as you want. That's what it's about, when we show up and show out and,
yeah,
show people what it is that we're doing and let people know that they can do it too. You
that's
know,
Yes.
they
exactly right.
they can do it too.
That's
Come and join. You want to, it may be some people out there that want to invest in a publishing company. Hey, Allison is your girl. You
that's
know
right.
what I'm saying? So don't stand in the background guessing. No,
That's
come
right.
on out and ask some
Yeah,
questions. It's
make
Yes.
okay.
help
It's
Mm-hmm.
out.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's helping people's dreams come true.
Yes.
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 Absolutely.
So
Everybody has a story in them. Everybody.
it's
Yes. Yes.
exactly. Yeah.
To Gabby,
Love
Yes.
you, Gabby.
that a flower would grow. That's beautiful. I have seen that
Oh,
before, and that is pretty much what has driven me in the direction that I've been going. Thank you so much. That is awesome. Yes.
oh, that's
Yes.
powerful.
Yes.
Wow.
Powerful.
Yes.
So powerful. So,
Yeah.
and this is why we do this. You know what I'm saying? This is why we do this. So, I think we're in a good spot and for all the right reasons. And
Yeah.
so before we close out, is there anything else you ladies would like to say or share?
Well, I would just like to say keep your head up. Don't ever give up. Even if you're in your worst condition right now that you ever thought you'd be in, it's
Mm-hmm.
not the end of the world.
No, it's not.
Always
Mm-mm.
remember you got to go through it to get to it. Just remember
Mm-hmm.
that. Write it down, put it on your refrigerator. It's
Mm-hmm.
not intended to last forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Allison?
Remember that your story matters.
Mhm.
No
Mm-hmm.
matter what happens in life, your story matters, and you have a right to tell
Mm-hmm.
your
That's
story the way you want your story to be told. And you're here on purpose for a purpose.
that's right.
So write your story because it matters. It
Mm-hmm.
makes a difference. I think
Mm-hmm.
every book that I've been in, every collaboration, every book that I've written, was me going through experiences, but it touched someone. So
Mm-hmm.
that means my story mattered. Your story matters. Each and every one of us, each story that was in our book, sharing our prayers, it mattered to someone,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
so share your story,
Yes,
you
indeed.
know,
Yeah.
it's
That's
worth
good.
telling it because you survived it.
Mhm.
Exactly.
I mean, you
Exactly.
survived it.
Yes.
Exactly
Yes,
right.
that's powerful. And
Yes.
for me it's be fearless. My group is, fearlessly me. And it's so easy to say be fearless, right? And
Mm-hmm.
and do it afraid and just do it. It's so
Yes.
easily said. But the thing about it is that people have to realize that, like for myself, for Tonya, and Allison, we are the ones that stand in the gap. Like for me, being a certified life coach and leadership coach, that's what I do. Stand in
Mm-hmm.
the gap. I am that person. I am, well, as Tanya say, the motivational queen. So
Mhm.
what I do is that's what I do.
Accountability queen.
Yeah,
Accountability
the
queen.
accountability queen. So I will hold you accountable. Now,
Mhm.
if you say you want to do something, oh, I'm gonna stand. Hey, I'm gonna stand right there, and
So,
we might be distance, but you're gonna feel me. You're gonna know. You're gonna be like that daggone
uh-huh,
Tina.
that's
You
right.
know what I'm saying? And so,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what it's about. And
Yes.
it's, because sometimes we need that. And
Yeah.
where we make our biggest mistake is thinking that we can do it alone. We
Mhm.
cannot. We
No.
cannot.
Mm-mm.
We cannot.
Mm-mm.
Check this out. If you guys, for those of you that are on here, if you've seen on social media, Tanya has her tribe, and I'm not her social media tribe, but her kids. Did
Mm-hmm.
you see her daughter standing there with the sweatshirt on, her son with the
Uh-huh.
boxes and all of that?
Yes.
Allison has her tribe, which
Right.
is her daughters. One of her
Mm-hmm.
daughters work with us.
Right.
She's on the scene
Right.
on Zoom, managing us on Zoom
Right.
and everything, right? It
Mm-hmm.
cannot, we cannot do this thing alone.
No.
We need that motivation. And I'm pretty sure every now and then Allison turned to her daughter. Tanya turns to her daughter. I most definitely turn to mine. My
Right.
daughter, my sister, you know what I'm saying? That's my immediate
Yeah.
tribe outside of you
Yes.
ladies.
Mhm.
Yes.
Um, to just, to give me that when I feel like, oh my God, I can't. And then, here they come and say, yes, come on, I got you. What you need me to do? It might
Right.
be last minute, but they there.
Yes.
They show up. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So I'm
Mm-hmm.
so grateful for that. And that's just lesson learned. We cannot, I don't know how many times, I can say this, but we cannot do this alone. And
Mm-hmm.
people wonder why it's so hard for them to get caboosed up, get going.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're trying to do it alone. You cannot. You
Mm-mm.
cannot. You cannot do this thing called life alone. You
No.
cannot do this thing called entrepreneurship alone. God didn't intend for us to do it alone.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It takes a team. And if
Yeah.
you are that individual, and that's just like if you want to write a book, you cannot do it alone. You need a publisher, you need an editor,
Mm-hmm.
you need all of that, right? And
Yes.
so that's just like for, someone holding you accountable. Get that person. Invest in yourself. If that
Yes.
one goal you see up sitting up there at the top to the right, and you want to get there, and that's what you want to do, you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna have to invest in yourself.
Yes.
It's no way around it unless you plan not to do anything, nothing, and be still. For 10 or 15 years, and then eventually a light comes on, and you're like, well, if I had a paid them that small amount, I could have remade that money over and over
Mm-hmm.
again. Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So the investment is important. If
Yeah.
if you're the individual that's going through what everything that Tonya has spoken about, then you're the person that needs to, reach out to Tonya and invest in. It may not be her event coming up this year, but it may be the event that's coming up in September. And
Yes.
you may want to invest in her program that she has coming out. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's always something that you can grasp onto, but
Yes.
you have to invest. We have to invest. I cannot tell you guys how much I've invested in my career, my personal life,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's therapy, whether it's training at work, whether it's, for my personal business with real
Business.
estate,
Mm-hmm.
with coaching, whatever. I
Yes.
had to invest in myself,
Right.
Yes.
right? And so thank Eric says yes. Seriously. And that's
Yes.
just keeping it real. I don't know. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. And some people say, well, I don't have the money. I don't, well, do a consult, do some consultation, see where you at. Most of us folks in business do free consultation, 10, 15, 30
Mm-hmm.
minutes or whatever have you, and
Yes.
see, they may have a package that can fit what it is that you're trying to do. It may not be the whole
Yes.
big picture, but
Mm-hmm.
it's enough to get you started.
Yes.
Invest, sacrifice, and take risk. I love that, Eric. It's enough to get you started. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Just get started. It's nothing like being stuck. It's nothing like being in quicksand, and you just and because when you're in that situation, when you in that mode, it does
Mm-hmm.
not feel good. It does not feel good. And most of it is that it's self. With self-sabotaging. It's
Yes.
you that's holding yourself back because one, you don't want to come up off any money. What and two, you don't want to invest in you might invest in so you might be buying basketball shoes or whatever you do. You might be a foodie. I love food. So yeah, I spend a nice chunk of my money going to Wegmans buying all this expensive stuff and then leave it sitting in the refrigerator. God forgive me. But, I'm just saying. So when we really need to invest in something, you do, like Eric said, you do have to sacrifice. And
Yes.
like now, I'm getting ready to invest in something that's going to better me. So what do I
Mm-hmm.
have to do? I got to pull back on some things, right?
Mm-hmm.
That
Yes.
says to me, Tina, you will not be going to the store getting your hair candy. You will not be going to the store picking up this willy nilly. And when you feel like it, you got to pull back for 30, 60 days.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get that urge to shop, go to the dollar store with $3 or $4 and roam around and purchase something from the dollar store to make you feel good and
Mm-hmm.
come on out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's just, a little tidbit for the folks that are on here, and share with your friends. I mean, and we wonder why sometimes people are still sitting and stuck. That's why. Come up off of that.
Right.
Come up off of that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Come up off of
Yes.
that. Cause,
As a,
cause guess what? You most definitely got something that somebody is waiting on you, whether it's your
Yes.
cupcakes,
that's
your
Mm-hmm.
right.
custom made handbags, your custom made jewelry. Hello, wrist piece, your
Yes.
custom made
Yes.
jewelry,
Mm-hmm.
and whether or not it's is that person might be a book publisher. They probably writing their butt off at home. Right. Like you, Allison. And they're not doing anything with it.
Mm-hmm.
And it might be somebody that have been through a divorce. It might be, so you just never know. And we're sitting here on these gifts and talents because what? They said, I'm not giving her, what I look like giving her $150. I ain't so if you're not going to give it to me, baby girl, then find the person that's best fit
Yes.
for you to give it to. You know what I'm saying? Go to who you think you might be a good fit with.
Yes.
It's a big world out here, but don't be stuck. See, people miss the big picture because you don't want to give up $150 to this person. Okay, well, don't be stuck. Go give it to somebody else. It's a big world out here.
Yeah.
It's a big world. You know what I'm saying? So you can get on with what it is you need to get on with so you can open up that business, that cupcake business or whatever it is that you're doing.
Yes.
Period. Like Gabby said, period.
Period.
Oh, period. Okay, so we a minute over time, 8:00. We on it. So I just want to say thank you to our guests for first of all, thank you, Eric, Sabrina. Hey Sabrina, how are you? Yes, walk out on faith. That's so true.
Yeah.
How you doing, Sabrina? It's been a while. I hope all is well on your end. And so thank you all for joining. Thank you for all your comments. Once again, be sure, Tonya is going to put her link out there as well. Be sure to reach out to Allison and Tonya if you find that their services is something that you may be interested in. If not, what you can do is share their information, right? Or you can go and their pages, just support, right? And here I am, like their page. I try to like people's pages and things, but I'm not on social media I'm just being honest, and I need to be a little bit more consistent with that. But when you have a full-time job and doing a whole lot of other things, it's really it's really hard. Seriously. You know what I'm saying? Trying to show up everywhere. And so, we do the best that we can. So thank you, beautiful ladies, so, so much. I wish you the best in your business. And, we're connected. I'll see you guys on Saturday. Okay. I can't wait. I am so excited. I'm so ready to put on my t-shirt. And, I don't know how I'm going to show up. But, I know, we uniform with the t-shirt and the background and all of that. So, I'm just excited. I can't wait.
I am too. And thank you all for your yes as well. And
yes.
So welcome. So welcome.
It's been awesome.
Thank you so much. And let's see, Eric gave us, okay.
Oh, that's so nice.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Eric. Thank you so much.
Yeah. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? We just never know. It's Cassandra. Love them beauty. Okay.
Thank you.
We love you guys too.
Sandwiches from Cassandra.
Oh, she doing the after party sandwiches.
I got to place my order. That's right.
She doing the after. Okay, sis, I hear you doing the after hour sandwiches. The crack sandwiches.
Them crack sandwiches.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, that's old school.
Yeah,
that is old school for real. I love it. I love it.
Oh, I like that.
We're diamonds.
Diamonds under pressure.
I love that. Yeah.
Wow.
Come on, Eric. Wait a minute. Where did he go? Diamonds under pressure. Eric, I need to talk to you now.
Oh. All that wisdom.
Okay. And I bet he's a young guy too.
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah. Old soul. That's the young guy right there.
I know,
we
right?
love you too, Facebook user. You didn't register, so I don't know who that is, but we love you too. We love you. Yes, please support. If you guys are looking for accountability, look me up, Gabby. If you could put my website down there. at
Yes.
www.tinahunter.me. Go on my website and set up a free consultation for 30 minutes. That would be, I would love to hear from you. Same with Allison. Allison, what is your website real quick?
www.agdpublishing.com.
That's what's up. And Tonya?
I put mine in the chat. It is TonyaBarbee.com.
Okay, there you have it.
Stuff is. Yes, indeed.
There you have it. I love you, ladies.
Love you too, dear heart.
God didn't make no mistakes when he put us together a few
No.
years ago.
He knew what he was doing. He just did like this.
Exactly. I'm so grateful and thankful.
Me too.
I feel I'm blessed.
Me too.
Yes, yes.
Because
Me
God
too.
didn't make any mistakes at
No.
all.
None.
Okay,
None.
that's what's up. I look forward to seeing you guys shortly on
Yes.
Saturday. And come back. Let me know when you want to come back on, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you so much. We love you all too.
Love
You
love
guys,
you.
you all showed us so much
Thank you,
love. Thank
Gabby.
you. Oh, you all showed so much love. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
How do I click out? Oh,
You see it?
yes.
Okay.